This is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you with another video. Go ahead and do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button if you will, please and thank you. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about Kevin Samuels anymore. But I was thinking about, a lot of people are still talking about him on YouTube, his death and everything. And I've really been thinking about over the past few days, I've been thinking a lot about legacy. Thinking a lot about his death and thinking about how it's a cautionary tale for all of us. Kevin Samuels' death was a cautionary tale for all of us. Not just black men, but for all of us. And my last video, if you haven't got a chance to check that out, where I talked about YouTube, men on YouTube, the black women bashers are profiting, or they're selling their soul out to Satan, that one. If you hadn't had a chance to check that video out, go check it out. Because I'm making some very good points in that video. It's a little long, but I'm making some excellent points in it. So I may put the link to that video in box. But if you haven't had a chance to check that out, go check it out. It's, I'm making some really good points in it. But I just was thinking a lot about our legacy, and Kevin Samuels' death is in fact sad. And I know a lot of people gonna come at me and say, no, it's not, and all this kind of stuff. Just like everything else, black people are divided on this. Just like we are on everything else. A lot of black people, black men and women, was cool with him, totally okay with his platform. And there's a good percentage of us that wasn't okay with it. And, so just like black people, we're divided on so many things. We as a people are divided. So this is just another thing that we're divided on, But I was just really, because I be meditating and marinating on things. And Kevin Samuels' death is, in fact, sad. It is sad. First of all, I don't like to see any black man die. Especially at a young age. Because Kevin Samuels was still a relatively a young man. They can't seem to get his age right. Some people saying he was born in 69. Some people saying he was born in 65. If he was born in 65, that would put him at 57. If he was born in 69, that would put him at 53. So they can't seem to get his age right. I don't know whether he's 53 or 57. But nevertheless, he was in his 50s. He was 57, that would put him closer to 60. But nevertheless, he was still a black man in his 50s. And he's still relatively a young man. So that makes it sad. But you know what else makes it sad? And I know some people might come at me for saying this, but I don't think like everybody else. If you watch my content on a regular basis, you know by now I don't think like everybody else. Okay? I don't think like the collective. I'm in a class all by myself. I'm kind of doing my own thing over here. I'm in my own little corner over here. Okay, I do my own thing, and I don't think like everybody else. And, that's what makes me special, unique, you know. I tend to think on a more spiritual level, or at least I try to, I try to most of the time. I don't always think on a spiritual level. I don't think none of us always think on a spiritual level, but I try to, I try to look at things from a spiritual perspective as much as I can. But anyway, with that being said, what makes his death sad is that Kevin Samuels sold his soul out to Satan. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say I know where he's going eternally. I don't know. I can't make that call. But it's like what I was talking about in that video, how black men here on YouTube bashing black women, they're selling their soul out to Satan because they're profiting off of the disrespect and the humiliation, humiliating black women, disrespecting black women, bashing black women, making fun of black women, calling black women names, you name it. This calling black women derogatory words. I mean, you name it. They're doing all those things and they're making money off of it. They're profiting off of the humiliation of a whole race of women. And they're profiting off of a race of women that's already humiliated and already looked down upon. A race of women that's already stereotyped and generalized and disrespected by overall society. Okay? And then to add insult to injury, you have a percentage of black men that's coming on YouTube and profiting off of that. They're making money off of it. And there are black women on here that are doing the same thing with black men. They are profiting off of bashing, humiliating, name calling and all that with black men too. They're making money off of it. And that's what Kevin Samuels did. He didn't start blowing up until he started bashing, humiliating, and you could say he preached the truth all you want. He sprinkled some truths in there and he still bashed. And that's what his legacy is going to be. And he literally sold his soul out to Satan. And he wasn't given an opportunity. Well, I can't say that. I can't say he wasn't given an opportunity to turn it around. I can't say that because I don't know what was going on, because God does give us warnings. God does give us warning because we serve a loving God, and he does give us warning. They're typically our warnings before destruction, and he does typically give us warnings. So Kevin could have had some warnings, and he chose to ignore them. But that's what makes his death kind of sad. Is that he put fame and riches over doing what is right, He could have still been doing the same thing. He could have still, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that in itself. He could have done the same thing without all the humiliation and bashing that he did at our expense. You know? But I think that's what makes his death kind of sad. Is that he sold his soul for fame and riches. And it's literally a cautionary tale. It's a cautionary tale for all of us. For myself, including myself. It's a cautionary tale. Because you got these people on here, that's black women bashing black men bashing black women. You got reactors, the reactor sector of YouTube, that come on here and bash individual YouTubers, humiliate them, make fun of them, call them names, all in the name of fame and fortune, making money, views and subscribers, and they make money, and they're making money, and they're profiting off of doing this. It's something for them to think about as well. Making money off of the bashing and humiliation of someone else at someone else's expense. Because only God knows what's going on with that person's heart. He is the only one that is the reader of our hearts. He's the only one that can read our hearts. We don't have the ability to read someone's heart. So when you're bashing and humiliating someone, and then on top of that, you don't know what that person is going through. They say, be kind. But we are to be kind to people. Treat everyone with kindness. Because we don't know what that person is enduring. We don't know what that person is going through. And so we are to treat everyone with kindness. Everyone that we encounter, it doesn't matter what the race the person is, the gender, it does not matter. We are to treat everyone with kindness. Everyone that we encounter, we are to treat them with kindness. Because we don't know what internal battles and what battles that they're enduring in their life and what struggles that this person is going through. And the problem with humiliating people and bashing people and making fun of people, the problem with that is that you don't know what this person is going through. That's the problem. And that's what makes it unloving. That's what makes it unloving. That's what makes it not a loving thing to do, because you don't know what this person is going through. You don't know what internal battles this person is enduring. You don't know. You may think just because you look at somebody's video, you might think you know what's going on, everything that's going on in their life, and you don't. You're only watching a 20-minute video or a 15-minute video, or whatever the length of the video is. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Nope, people don't know what's going on behind closed doors with me. I'm only gonna tell you what I want you to know. That I don't want you to know, I'm not going to share with you. I'm not going to put it on social media. You know, I'm about to do a health update here in a minute, and I'm gonna do a little venting and stuff like that. So I got that coming up. But it's only so much I'm going to share here on YouTube. I don't put everything on social media, because everything don't belong on social media. Everything is not your business. So nobody knows what's going on with me or these other bloggers or and just people in general. You don't know what's going on with that person behind closed doors, what battles that they're enduring internally. And that's why it makes it so unloving to do that, to bash and humiliate people. I just can't do it. And I've been on YouTube for 10 years. I've been grinding for 10 years. I've been on here since 2012. Well, I've been going hard since 2016. Because when I first started, I only posted a video here and there. But I've been grinding on here since 2016. And so I've been long suffering on here, and I'm still not monetized. I've been long suffering on here. But I refuse to. I can't do it. And I'm not even cut like that. You know, it's just not who I am. And I just can't make money off of humiliating and bashing others. I just can't do it. Not in good conscience. Not in good conscience. You know, I gotta be able to sleep at night. Well, I don't sleep too good at night anyway, but I can't be up at night worrying about, you know, what I did to somebody or if I hurt somebody's feelings, all in the name of making money. And then I got to answer to God for that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I want to make money on here just like everybody else. But I don't want to make it that way. I don't want to make it that way. And it's sad because people sell their soul out when they're doing that. They don't realize that. Satan, you got to remember, Satan keeps transforming himself to an angel of light. He keeps transforming himself to an angel of light. So he gonna make it seem like it's all good. He gonna give you every excuse in the book of why it's all good. And deceive you into thinking that this is a good thing to do. And give you the reasons why it's a good thing to do. And it's not. It's Satan's ultimate deception. Like he deceived Adam, Eve in the Garden of Eden with the serpent. Sent the serpent to her. Made her think, oh, go on and eat that fruit. It's all right. Go on and eat it. God won't have no problem with it. He won't have no problem with you eating that fruit. Go on and eat it. He ain't gonna have no problem with it. It's all right. Satan is the father of the lie. He told the first recorded lie in the Bible. He told the first recorded lie. He's the father of the lie. So he gonna sugarcoat some stuff and make it seem like it's all right for you to do it. But it's not. It's not. It's not okay. Oh, it's all right. They good. It's not okay. That's the biggest deception. And that's what Satan's job is. To kill, steal, destroy, lie, deceive. That's his job. Okay? That's what he does. Satan, and I thought about that when Satan tempted Jesus Christ. I actually thought about that after I did the last video, so that would have been an excellent point. But I'm going to make that point in this video. Satan deceived Jesus Christ. He deceived Jesus. I mean, he tried to, excuse me. Satan tried to deceive Jesus. Or he tried to tempt Jesus. That's what I want to say, excuse me. Satan tried to tempt Jesus Christ. When he took Jesus to that mountain, he said, I will give you all this if you come and worship me. And Jesus said, oh no, I don't play that. I'm just saying it in my own words. That's not what he said. But Jesus said, oh no, I don't play that. I'm going to worship my Father. I don't play that. No, absolutely not. I'm going to worship my Father. Satan tried to tempt Jesus Christ. So if you know if he tried to tempt Jesus Christ, what you think he gonna do with us? Of course he's gonna try to tempt us. Oh, I will give you all of this if you worship me. You come and worship me. I will give you fame, riches, all this if you just come worship me. You come do my work. But the reality is that Kevin Samuels caused more division. There was already a gender war going on before he decided to switch his content over. And it was already pretty bad on YouTube. When he would switch his content over, he made it worse. And on top of that, he caused division in the sisterhood. Because our sisterhood is divided because some black women think he, you know, it's okay, he cool. But then a good percentage of black women were totally against this platform. But you got a certain percentage of black women that was on board with it. So our sisterhood is divided. See, our sisterhood is not on the same page. So actually, in reality, he caused more division. He caused more division. Sad. That's what makes his death sad. Because he sold his soul. He literally did. And that is a cautionary tale for all of us, including myself. Because either one of us can turn the corner. That is a cautionary tale. Don't sell your soul out for fame and riches, because that stuff is temporary. I promise you. He can't take none of that money with him now. All that, this family gonna get that money. He can't take it. He can't take it. Like Paul Mooney. Rest in peace, Paul Mooney. Actually, I met Paul Mooney. He said it best. You'll never see a Brinks truck following a hearse. You will never see that. You can't take it with you. What you acquire here on this earth, you can't take it with you. That's why the Bible says don't store up treasures on. You can't take it with you. You can't take it with you. All this stuff, well, everything is temporary. Everything we got is temporary. We were formed in dust. The Bible says we form in dust, we're going to return back to dust. You can't get no more plainer than that. You can't take it with you. So why are you so pressed about it? You can't take it with you. I just want to be able to have enough money to survive. If I can have enough money to survive, maybe do a little bit of traveling, I'm happy. I don't need to be rich, and I don't need to be famous. That's a cautionary tale. That just this other day I was thinking I wouldn't mind getting me one of them tiny homes, because I want to minimize. I'm thinking about becoming a minimalist when I grow up. And I think I might want to get me one of them tiny homes one day. But that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother video. Yes. Think about what I said now. But yeah, that's just if I was thinking about that, marinating on that. But think about what I said. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like and share, and notification bell. And until the next video, be blessed.